Welcome to Comics and Crossbows. This is Frank Salazar, and I got a crossbow here. I've actually had this for a while. I think I've shown it on the stream before, but here we got. This is a plastic crossbow. It's from Realtree, so you can use this for target practice. Essentially, it's a toy. I do have two crossbow pistols, so it is a similar build. I mean, there are some differences. This is a little bit more of a modern take, and this one has this type of string. Like I said, this is essentially it's a toy, but since it is modeled after an actual crossbow pistol, you can fit actual crossbow bolts in here, and it will fire. It just won't fire as strong as a regular crossbow pistol, but you can still you can still poke a hole in your wall. So just I don't recommend it. But yeah, it's a cool little toy. You can practice with. Looks nice. I use it with the kids when we go outside and they do target practice outside. So that's the crossbows for comics and crossbow. And for comics, it's not really comics, but it is comics related. I've shown these type of books here before. So I'm just gonna go through this, just show these. But these are workbooks from Scott Serkland's the Make Your Own Comics series that he has, the workbook series. So he has four new ones that came out recently. So I'm just gonna show these pretty quickly. Just gonna go through them and talk about them. So let's get to the video. All right. So before we get into the workbooks, the Make Your Comic workbooks, I wanted to show this really quickly. This is the Zombie Apocalypse Survival Journal, the daily log. So you can make it's a journal. You can just log your days. It's right there, but it is zombie themed, so you can use this for a zombie party, for the zombie enthusiast in your life. And here you got your survival party. You know how many members are in your survival party, new ones that died, provisions for that day, personal inventory, shared inventory, type of zombies that you've killed, and and just all this, and it's all these are all the same pages. So I just wanted to show this. I thought this was a cool, fun journal. Also by Scott Serkland, but it's under the Side Pocket Press label. So if you just look up on Amazon, Zombie Apocalypse Survival Journal Daily Log, you will find this. But I will leave a link to this one. I think there is another one. It's the same pages, but it's a different cover. But I liked this one. I thought this was cool. I can't keep showing crossbows without showing what you can kill with crossbows, which is zombies. So let's get to the other books. Here we got the lettering guides and the lettering word balloon guides. Make your own comics, and so basically you can use these to practice lettering your comics better. And it has these sheets that are made from the Ames lettering guides, which let me just go here in the beginning, because here it is, the Ames lettering guide. The Ames lettering guide is a traditional tool that comic letters use to rule out guidelines. The lines in this notebook were designed using the measurements of the Ames guide as the basis. And here you got some information about speech balloons, a different type of speech balloons. Here you got the anatomy of the lettering anatomy. So you got Roman sans serif, Roman serif, lowercase, italic, and bold italic. And so you can it shows you here how to do your lettering. So you can add these little bars here, I guess the serifs. You got the lettering strokes, so you can practice just doing your letters. So got a couple of pages of that and some tips. Here you can tells you about practicing your strokes, the S-curve guidelines, all this cool stuff. And then you get into the lettering guides themselves, and that's it. And I got this for my son. I got this for myself, but I sent him a copy, so he has his own, so he can actually practice this at home and work on his letters, because that's something that he would struggle with, just doing letters for school, for homework. I think he's gotten better now, but this is something that he can do for fun. You know, practice writing comic book letters, and you know, just maybe even get better at writing. So here we got this, pretty much the same thing, but it's with the word balloons. So it's the same stuff, except instead of those individual sheets, it's word balloons with the guides inside. And yeah, so you can just practice doing letters inside the word balloons. And let's see, there's some here. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to show. You can practice tracing this. You can probably make a copy of this, so you can practice tracing this. So you're just gonna get the hang of it. And what is awesome, that you can get this digitally. There is the master lettering class that you can get on Scott Serkland's website. You can download it there. I think it's on sale right now. Yeah. But I got the workbooks, so I went to use these. I wanted to try these. All right, and here we got the sound effect guide. So it's the same basis, the same premise. It's just you're just using it to make the sound effects. And so you got all these different sheets. Let me go here in the front, because you got some stuff here that you can use, some tips, so you can practice doing your sound effects here. And these are actual these are notes that Scott did, so kind of describing sounds that you can so you can make your own sound effects. So I thought that was that's pretty cool. And this one is simple. You know, it's a blank sketchbook. You know what? Sketch all your comic ideas. And you know what? I always can use a sketchbook. You can always use a sketchbook. And this one has just this little info here, so you can write the date, write your initials. You can even time yourself. So like, oh, when you started drawing and when you ended. So you can see, go back and see how long it took you. So if you're drawing something simple, you can time yourself and see how long it takes you. And if you want to start again and see if you can do it faster. And that's pretty much all this is. It's just a sketchbook. And let me see if there's any info. Okay, yeah. So this one, you know, just a little bit of a drawing guides. All right, and so that's it for these new workbooks that Scott put out. So that was it. That was the lettering guides and the sketchbook. So you can use those to, you know, practice your lettering. Actually, you don't have to buy these. You know, I do recommend them. If you want to level up your comic game and you want to take it a little bit more seriously, then invest in yourself, invest in the time to practice the art of making comics, and lettering is part of that. And there's also the other workbooks, which I actually have here. So what I really like about these is that there's pretty much no excuse. You want to practice backgrounds? Get the sketchbook. You can practice all you want. You can get one just to do backgrounds. You want to do page layouts, so you can get the comic layout templates, and these are cheaper than the comic boards that you can get. Yeah, so you can actually you can make more than one comic with those boards, you can only make one comic. I think there's like only 24 in each pad that you get. So you can just use these to practice. And I've actually used this one before. I made I think it was the holiday edition, the 9-volt holiday edition. So I did the Captain Courage story in there. I laid it out here. So I got a few pages. And here I was doing the double page spread. I ended up finishing this on the computer, but it started here. And I used this as a guide. So, and I've got an extra one. You want to do thumbnails? This comes in handy. It's the thumbnail guide, so it's all thumbnails. You can practice your thumbnails here. And you can actually even use this to do mini comic pages, so you can do little individual pages of a mini comic, and just either scan it or take a picture and then just go over it. And if you want to do borders, practice doing borders, you can use this one is the blank comic pages, and they're light, so you can create your own borders if you want. Just use these as examples. But yeah, you got these different pages, and I've seen comic creators use like this grid to do a composition of a whole page. So you can make copies of this and just use this if you want to use a grid. Then you got these two. So this is the with the word balloons, and this is with the sound effects. So you can use these as guides to see where you want your character to talk and where you want some of the action to happen. So you can combine these. Now you want to practice character design. You can get the superhero template. So it's the male and female templates combined. So you get both of these. So you got the male character turnaround, and you got the female right here. And if you just want to practice individual ones, you can get them individually. So just male and just female. And also you can get the hero data files, so you can write out a little bio about your characters. So, so really there's no excuses. If you want to take your comic making seriously, or just to live it up a little, even if you don't want to make it as a career or something fun, but you want to get better, I do recommend these. Like I said, you don't need them, but I mean they come in handy. And I use them, and I'm going to be using the lettering guides a bit more to practice. Like I said, I even get these for my kids. And they also come in manga size, so they come in a smaller size. Which I got the manga sizes right here, and I got here the manga thumbnail guides. And so I can compare them, I got the comic thumbnail guides. So you can see the sizes here. So this one's pretty cool because you got it in English and in Japanese. So the sound effects, and I got all these other manga size guides as well. The ones I do not have in this size are the lettering guides, but they do have those, so you can get those. They are available on Amazon. The only ones that don't come in a manga size, but I don't think you necessarily need it in that size, it's the superhero templates and data files. I mean, you can just get some of those if you want to do manga sizes, and then just get these separate. Just practice them. And if you prefer digital, you can get these in the Comic Maker Starter Kit, the Comic Maker Toolkit, the Amazing Comic Book World Builder, also the Lettering Master Class. You can get the templates for the AIMS lettering guides, so you can make comics traditionally or digitally. And that's it for this video. I just wanted to encourage you, make comics. You got the resources. I mean, they're available. So, I suggest you invest in yourself if you want to make comics. If you just want to get some of these, just one at a time. You don't have to get like all these like me. You can get a couple of these and just practice on one thing at a time. Make comics, not excuses. We'll see you next time. There will be another video for comics and crossbow later this month. And we'll see you then. Stay creative.